Hello, good morning, dear students, and welcome back to our chemistry class. And yesterday's class, we have started our new lesson, that is synthetic fiber and fabric. Okay, in that, I let you know about the difference between natural fiber and the synthetic fiber. Okay, you have learned since class 6th and in 7th also about natural fiber. Now it's time to study about synthetic fiber. The synthetic fibers which are made by the man. Okay, so such synthetic fibers are also called as artificial fiber, man-made fiber. Okay, which are not natural. So I yesterday let you know about one story, interesting story about the silk was not affordable for the common people, and everyone wants to wish to wear that. So then the rayon type of fiber is discovered, that is very cheap. Actually, if you will try to buy a nylon sari or a nylon suit, Punjabi suit, then it may cost more than 12,000. But the same Punjabi suit and sari we can buy, which made from the rayon of only 400 rupees. So it's a cheaper. Understood? So then later on, into the synthetic fiber rayon is discovered. So now here in this picture also you can see the use of a rayon fiber, which is used everywhere, and which is really this is obtained, means actually the rayon fiber is not completely synthetic. It is semi synthetic, because here the wood pulp is used to prepare it, and that wood pulp is actually get from the natural things. So it is semi synthetic, it is not completely synthetic fiber, it is semi synthetic. So if we will talk about the rayon, then this fiber is obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. This fiber is called as rayon or artificial silk also. Okay, then second property, if you will talk about the rayon fiber, then rayon fiber can be made into the different colors by dyed. Means we can dye those rayon fiber, and we can make a fabric from the different colors. Okay, rayon is very cheap compared to silk. Okay, it's not it's really very cheap. Everyone can afford the clothes which are made from the rayon. Okay, because silk is not affordable for everyone. I said you, it is very much expensive, so silk is not affordable, but rayon is affordable. The common people also can use this rayon. Third property, if you'll talk about the rayon, then rayon is mixed with the cotton to make bed sheets, or mixed with wool to make carpets. Okay, so these are the uses of the rayon, that we can mix it with the bed sheets. To make a bed sheet, we can mix with the cotton, and we can form a different type of fabric, because cotton is sometimes fades, right? The color of the cotton fades away, it becomes faint, and to give its finishing and to long last, cotton is can easily tear also after some uses. But along with the rayon, it can we can make a long use of that fabric when it is mixed with the cotton, or with the wool when it is mixed, then we can make a carpet. Okay, so these are some uses of the rayon. Okay, and it is easy to dry also, it can dry very easily. Okay, students, now students, we will talk about another synthetic fiber, and the name of that fiber is nylon. Okay, nylon is man-made fiber. This is the first completely synthetic fiber. Rayon just now we had seen, that is actually the semi-synthetic fiber, because here the wood pulp is used, so it is semi-synthetic. But nylon is completely synthetic fiber, or it is completely man-made fiber. It was first a fully synthesized fiber. Okay, the production of nylon was started without using any natural raw material from plant or animal. We are knowing natural fibers are made from the plant and animal, but this is the first synthetic fiber which is made by the man. Okay, so it is not at all any natural component is not used in to prepare the nylon. Almost simultaneously in New York and London, thus it got its name from NY. NY resembles to New York, and lawn is resembles to London. So New York for nylon resembles from this word, or nylon is came from this word New York and the London. It is synthesized from coal, water and air. Okay, now you may see ki coal, water and air is found into the nature, but no, the synthesis process is chemical process, so that we cannot say this natural fiber. It is synthesized from the coal, water and air. Clothes from nylon are very elastic and light. They are very strong, very elastic. We are unable to tear the clothes. Like cotton we can easily tear, but nylon is not easy to tear. So it has a lot of elasticity. It is light in weight. It is very much light. We can wear, we won't understand also that we have wore something, because it's very lightweight. Okay, it is lustrous, means it has a shine, it has a lot of shine on it, and it is very easy to wash. Means if there is some any stain particle or any stain on a cloth of nylon, then by very easily with the help of the soap we can clean that stain particle from the nylon fabric. And very easy to wash, very easy to clean that stain particles which are on the nylon, as well as it is very easy to dry. Within no time it dry up, because for the cotton clothes it takes a lot of time to dry, but nylon can be easily dry. As well as ironing is also not necessary for the nylon. Means it's not always necessary to iron this clothes, because it is wrinkle free also. It do not have any wrinkles. So students, you're moving for the school in the morning and you are getting late, so it's very easy to dry also, and it's very easy to iron. Even iron, you can iron it, but it is not necessary if because it is wrinkle free. Do not have any wrinkles on it for a long time, and after wearing, those wrinkles are also gone. So it's very easy to wash and to dry. Firstly, nylon was used in making bristle of toothbrush. Students, we are using regularly our toothbrush. So this toothbrush bristles are made by the nylon. Commercially, after that it was used for making fabrics. Okay, first use of the nylon to make a bristles. Okay, later on it is commercially used to make a fabric from it. Nylon is used for making clothes, ropes, socks. Clothes also can be made, ropes, trekking ropes, or the ropes which we use a wire like structure to dry up our clothes. That ropes, everywhere it is used. Socks are also made from the nylon, because these are very easy to dry, as I say. So it can be dry up very easily, and so we can prepare a socks from it. Curtains, right? Sleeping bags, parachutes material, umbrella. Even umbrella can be made from the nylon. Okay, so the nylon fiber is stronger than a steel wire. Just imagine, from the steel wire, the nylon is strong. So these are some uses of the nylon fiber, which is the synthetic fiber. This some common things you should know, so that I have said you about it. You can see here into the picture the parachute, the trekking rope. Okay, everywhere to dry up cloth, whatever the wires of the we used in our home day to day life, that is also made from the nylon, as well as for the clothes. And this is very shiny and lustrous, so all the colors, in all the colors we can get it. Okay, every color is available into the nylon fabric. Okay, so now we will move ahead with the next synthetic fiber. Now we will talk about another synthetic fiber, that is polyester. Students, I said you poly means many, Yesterday's class only I said you poly means many, mono means one, di means two. So polyester means there is a group of a that group is called as a functional group. As you will come in class 10, you will be able to learn about carbon. This year also we are going to learn in detail about carbon. So that carbon lesson, in that carbon there is a topic that is functional group. So we have 30 to 35 functional groups. So among them there is one functional group named as ester. So many esters, one ester, two ester, monomer of ester, dimer of ester, likewise various monomers of the esters are combining together to form a polyester. Okay, so it's a chain of a ester molecule, understood? And so that it is called as polyester, which is made from the repeating units of a chemical called as ester. Polyester is a man-made or synthetic fiber. Fabric made from this fiber does not get any wrinkled easily. This is also wrinkle free, remains crisp and easy to wash. This is a common property of all synthetic fibers, that they are very easy to wash and easy to dry also. So sometimes it is not necessary to iron also. If hurriedly we wants to go somewhere and our clothes are not ironed, then we can wear shirts or our dresses which are made up of the polyester, understood? So examples: shirts are made, pants, jackets, bed sheets, curtains, saris and mouse pad etc. is made from the polyester. So second use of the polyester is used to make a ropes, fabrics for conveyor belt, cushioning and insulating material into the pillow. We can use this polyester. Then third is terrycot. Terylene and cotton is made from the terylene and cotton. This is the mixed fiber. Cotton means this is also semi synthetic fiber because cotton is used over here. So terrycot is made by mixing of two types of fibers, terylene and cotton. Polycot means polywool etc. or other fabrics are made by mixing the polyesters. Okay, polyester can come with the cotton, then it will be called as a polycot. Okay, terylene and cotton, terylene. Terylene and cotton, polycot. Then polywool is also there. Wool which we get from the animals, that wool can mix with the polyester and can form a polywool. So see, the clothes which are made up of completely wool means, you might have seen the pashmina shawls. Those pashmina shawls takes a lot time to dry. So pashmina shawls takes a lot time to dry up. If our sweater and a shawl is made from the pashmina, because it is a pure wool, it takes a lot time to dry up. But this polyester can dry up very easily. Okay, so polyester is a natural fiber. We can mix it and make a cloth. PET is a very familiar form of a polyester. Okay, PET. It is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires, and many other useful products. Not only fabrics, but other things like bottles, utensils are sometimes made from the wires, also can made from the polyester. So this is the third important fabric which is synthetic, that is polyester. Now we will move ahead for the next synthetic fiber, that is acrylic. Okay, acrylic is a man-made or a synthetic fiber. Acrylic resembles wool. Okay, it is I said you just now, I gave example of a pashmina or a natural wool is quite expensive, as well as it do not dry up very easily. So we can replace that natural wool by acrylic, which is very less, means very cheaper it is. All the synthetic fibers are cheaper as compared to are natural fibers. Okay, acrylic is man-made or a synthetic fiber. Acrylic resembles wool. It also called as artificial wool or synthetic wool. Acrylic is cheaper than natural wool and can be made in various colors by dyeing, As I said you, these are the synthetic fibers, so we can get them in a variety of color and colorful. All the things which we are wearing in our day-to-day life we can wear. So second is, clothes are made from the acrylic are relatively cheaper than other clothes made by the wool. As I said you, it takes a lot time to dry also. If our sweater is made up from the natural wool, it takes more than 1 day to dry up very easily. But the acrylic sweater or acrylic wool, the fabrics are made, that is very easy to dry. Clothes are made from the acrylic are relatively cheaper than clothes made by the wool. Acrylic is used in making sweaters, blankets, and other many clothes. Do you know, students, the blanket, if it is made from the wool, then it may cost more than 15,000, but we can get the same carpet more than 1,000 rupees. So it's a cheaper. Okay, all can utilize it. So this is one important factor or fact about the synthetic fiber, that these fibers are very cheap in color, they can dry up very easily, we can wash them very easily, and there is no ironing is necessary. Understood? So these are some benefits of using the synthetic fibers. Okay, now we will see the common properties of the synthetic fiber. Okay, so here are some characteristics of synthetic fiber. Just now we have seen the characteristic of a synthetic fiber, but here all together means acrylic, rayon, polyester, that all together has some characteristics that we will see. Synthetic fibers are cheaper, stronger, and durable than natural fiber. Okay, this is very important. They are available to us in a very low price. Okay, and stronger too, and durable than the natural fiber means we can use them frequently for long. We can utilize this fibers, because cotton and wool, it's getting damaged after some uses, and a lot of care is necessary to wash them also. So it is easy to maintain, it is easy to wash, dry up in less time, and readily available. Synthetic fibers possesses a unique characteristics which make them popular dress materials. Okay, this is also the main use of the synthetic fiber. So in this manner I have completed in today's class the four of type of the synthetic fibers, that you write your own notes, whichever notes I have given, write them in your notebook and send me personally. Because students, what happened, this chapter is will finish up very easily and earlier, because no extra things are there to tell you about the fibers. Very less things are there into the synthetic fiber. Please don't ignore this topic, and which will be really very fruitful, because the further topic will be based on the plastic, and we are knowing this age is called as a plastic. So we will see some benefits, some means advantages and disadvantages of the plastic, as well as how it is harmful to for our health, individual's health, one's health, or how it's hazardous to use the plastic, and why because of it's non biodegradable, what are the effects taking place, that we will see in our next class. So until that, you will have to complete your these notes. You will have to prepare all those notes in your notebook. So if you have any doubt related to the, I hope there is no doubt, but if you have, you may ask me. So thank you so much, and write your these notes in your notebook. Along with that, you read the same topic up till synthetic fiber, because next class I am going to talk about the plastic. Okay, thank you so much.